Good evening. I'm Laura and this is Sian. It's a pleasure to be here. We as Unitarians are a community of people who take our religion and spirituality liberally. We encourage the freedom to believe in what your life experience tells you is true and what your conscience tells you is right. We don't adopt the doctrines of original sin, predestination, or the infallibility of the Bible. We attend Gellionnen Chapel, a Christian bilingual chapel, which is one of 21 in Wales. Our core values are that we believe in the power of love, the importance of connection, friendship, and building a better society. In equality for all, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, race, ethnicity, or faith. We believe in God, however we choose to see her, him, it, as a divine being, as nature, humanity, or as our own conscience. We follow the teachings of Jesus to love our neighbours, to treat others as we would wish to be treated. Some view Jesus as the Son of God or as a wise man alongside other inspiring spiritual figures like Buddha or Guru Nanak. Gellionnen is home, next slide please, Ada. Gellionnen is home to a loving congregation. Our youth group #Blessed was born last year as a social group for virtual games nights. With a few new members and under the leadership of Andy, we decided to partake in projects that give back to our local communities. This talk will be on what we as young people have done and plan to do to nurture the natural and social environments we encounter in our locality, families, chapel, and wider communities.
Can we have the next slide, please? Initially, we wanted to impact our social and local environments, but were restricted to the walls of our own homes. So for our first project, we chose to reach out to others, something achievable by us all. This started by writing letters to the members of our congregation who are elderly, vulnerable, and isolated. We found we had so much in common, such as a shared pleasure for the outdoors. The members in our congregation were who inspired us to think more about wildlife and nature. We ended up making connections across 3 counties in South Wales. We were granted money by different councils so that we could fund the letter writing project and hand deliver Christmas care packages to our new friends. We also donated vouchers to a local charity, Route 16, a support system for looked after young people and care leavers aged 14 to 25. Lockdown gave us the opportunity to lay a foundation for the group. We agreed that our social values were just as important as our environmental values. Connecting with people is a huge aspect of our faith. We've successfully developed a social environment that continues to grow. Next slide, please.
So just a quick update on what we're doing now. After the success of our first youth service, it's been requested to be an annual event, and we regularly volunteer to host the chapel's bi-weekly pub clubs. We've gained a new member from Bedford and plan to connect with those who are in need in our area. It's important for #Blessed to have a positive impact on the local environments of all of its members, regardless of geography. We endeavour to emphasise outdoor, COVID-safe events that do not negatively impact the natural environment, like the Mountain Mutts Walk, which reunites our social and natural environments with our 4-legged friends in tow. This maintains a community connection while combating chronic isolation. We are actively staging beach cleanups and mountain tidy-ups to reduce the amount of waste entering our waterways and tackling fly tipping in our local area, both inspired by the recent World Environment Day. By putting our team effort into improving our local environments, we are enriching the habitats of local wildlife and improving the quality of living for the people in the area. By striving to better our local environments, we are indirectly improving our social environments. And with each successful project, we're inspired to tackle more environmental issues. Next slide, final slide, please, Ida.
We are optimistic that the future of #Blessed will be bountiful in terms of environmental and social projects. We regularly liaise with the Gellionnen Committee, local councillors, Unitarian organisers and local charitable organisations to get advice and support in our projects, to carry them out effectively and to be inspired for new projects. We aim to conduct more beach cleanups to extend our working radius while maintaining an emphasis on our local area. We aim to restore the Graig Hall, to rejuvenate a community hub and potentially host afternoon tea with all of our connections from the letter writing project. We are preparing for the Queen's Green Canopy in cooperation with the Woodland Trust. This is a free tree planting initiative to enrich local environments across the UK. Our group leader Andy and Gav, the Unitarian Youth and Safeguarding Officer, helped us develop a safe space for 16 to 25-year-olds and have provided our group with opportunities to grow socially and environmentally. This is our biggest social event to date, and we are delighted to share our social and environmental progress as a Unitarian youth group. Our future plans include continuing a relationship with Religions for Peace UK and International, which may bring opportunities for us to continue working on new lands with new people and continue our joy in doing our part to better our social and local environments.
It's been an honour to represent our Unitarian faith tonight. Thanks to Religions for Peace for the invite, and thanks to you all for listening. Thanks to Gav and Andy for getting us to where we are today, and thanks to the rest of #Blessed for being awesome. And thanks to Gellionnen Chapel for being our biggest supporters.